In this video, I'm going to show you a method of getting local clients, and this is specifically for local SEO or web design, in your area that gets great results. And when I explain to you how this method works, you're going to see why local businesses jump on this type of an offer. And the key to the way this works is qualifying the prospects and actually disqualifying a lot of prospects from you spending any time at all trying to get their business. And the reason why you want to disqualify is if you just go out there and just try to sell your services to just anybody out there, any local business out there, like say if you just went door to door down the block on a busy commercial street in your area, and you just went door to door trying to sell your local SEO or your website design services, you know, it's really like a shotgun approach, and it's unlikely it's going to work, really. I mean, these people are getting robocalled all the time by different SEO firms, and local SEO firms are getting spammed, and they're just getting overwhelmed with offers like this. But if you use this method, this actually qualifies people, and what it does is there's a couple of things that this method does to focus you on a certain type of business owner that's more likely to order your services. The first thing it does is it makes sure this business owner that you're contacting is someone that actually spends money on advertising. And this is really important because if you've got a business that you're trying to sell web design or local SEO services or local marketing services to, and they don't ever spend money on marketing. All they do is spend money on, or all they do is get their business through referrals, and they never spend money on marketing, then it's going to be hard for you to convince them. You have an even bigger uphill mountain to climb to get them to sign up with you. But if it's someone that's already used to spending money on marketing, they're going to be more likely to spend money with you. And then second of all, what this method does is it makes sure that the people that you are pursuing have spent money on their marketing very recently. So it's not like, a year ago they ordered Yellow Pages ad or something like that, but this is people that have recently spent money on advertising. And here's how the method works. First, you go to your local newspaper. So if you get one delivered to you, or if you you could just go down to the corner and get one, and look in the services section. This is just an example of one of what these types of, they're jam-packed with all types of local businesses advertising their services. And the reason why you want to use a newspaper is because that means that these people, for the most part, have spent money recently. They're currently spending money on advertising. Also, it means that they've been thinking about their marketing because they made the effort very recently to try to get some more business by putting an ad out there. And what you want to do is you want to pursue, and we're going to actually pursue then these business owners to buy your services, okay, your local marketing services. But what you want to do is you actually want to call. Most newspapers have something like this number here. Place your ad here. Call 609. Blah blah blah. You want to call that number and just find out what do advertisements cost. Because the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're qualifying these prospects for people that have spent a certain amount of money. Like say, I would probably try to only pursue business owners that have spent maybe $250 on an ad like this. And that's going to be, that shows that they are willing to drop some cash, not just $50 or $10 on like a free classified ad, but they're actually willing to spend a couple of $100s on an ad. And that's real important. So if you go and you pick up your newspaper and you call this number and they say, oh, it's easy, you can, these ads that you're seeing here, the 1" by 1" ads or whatever, 1" by 2" ads, they only cost $10 or $15. I would go for a bigger newspaper then. You want to find people that are spending large amounts of money on advertising and that have done it recently. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to cut out the ad, all right, and you're going to send them a physical piece of mail with their ad cut out, paper clipped to the package. This works great because when they open up your letter, they are going to see their own advertisement right there, and it shows that you are really paying attention to who they are. You're not, this isn't just a direct mail blast that's going out to millions. You've actually paid attention to their business, you've thought about their business, and they see their own ad that they're going to recognize. They usually have spent some time on this, getting this ad put together, and so they're going to recognize that you have actually focused in a little bit on their business before you sent them this promotional piece. Then what you're going to do is, let's say we do this crawl space repairs experts ad. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to Google and you're going to do a search for the keyword phrase that their prospects would likely look for. And you don't have to spend a lot of time on keyword research. This is more, you want to put in a keyword phrase that the business owner would think they want to rank for. And you can either show, if there's a local pack for the specific phrase, you can do a search for that, or you could just do a search in maps.google.com. Like I've done a search here for google.com/maps, and print it out. Okay, you're going to print out this page, and what you're going to do is hand write on that page how their competitors are showing up and they are not. Okay, and talk about how on there, you want to write on there how your competitors are showing up on the first page of Google for this keyword phrase. And if you go to Google, and you could even type in, write it in right there, go to Google, type in the phrase yourself and see it for yourself. This is why I'm writing you this letter about my services, because I can put your business here too. And it's important you do it with a handwritten note, because that shows that you've really spent some time doing research on their business and what they actually need. Now, if you really want to hit home, you could actually also say, hey, this is just the first page of results, and actually I did a search on 7 more pages of results, and I still could not find your company for this keyword phrase. And then you write in the keyword phrase. That's really going to hit home. This is their area, their city, their competitors that they're going to recognize, and it really hits home how they need to hire you for this service of placing them in the maps results. Now let's say you're doing web design. Also, you could use this for web design as well. You could show their competitors and how their competitors all have websites and they don't. And in that case, you wouldn't even need necessarily to show the maps results. You could just do a search like this and say, hey, you see these competitors of yours, and print it out. All of them have websites on the first page of Google, but I can't find your business because your business doesn't seem to have a website that's on the first page of Google. And it can really emphasize to them why they need a website and why in their city, their local area where they want to show up, they are not up to par with what their competitors are doing. So what this is what you're gonna mail to them in the mail. You're gonna mail them their advertisement, paperclip, to a printout of the Google results, whether it's this type of result or whether it's the map results that I showed you earlier. And then you're going to type a letter to them. And make sure you've got handwritten notes on this printout of the Google page. Then you're going to have a handwritten letter. And basically what the letter says, I've noticed your ad in, and then you put there the name of the newspaper where you got their ad, and they're going to know what that means. They're going to remember, hey, we did place an ad there. And then you can say, hey, did you get a good response from that ad? And then you can say something like, you probably know that these types of traditional advertisements like Yellow Pages or newspapers are becoming less effective because many people, including people that want to hire you for your services, look on Google instead of a newspaper or the yellow pages. And then you put this statement in bold. When I looked on Google, I couldn't find your website listed. I've attached a printout of what I saw when I searched for your business in Google. Here are the phrases I tried to search to find you, and then you list those phrases. Now this is really powerful because they're seeing that you actually did some research, and the proof is right there that they are not showing up. You can even tell them, in the letter, I looked for X number of pages in Google and I didn't find your business. Try it yourself. And they're going to do it. They're not going to find themselves either in those businesses. In those search results. And you can tell them, your competitors are dominating these top listings, and anyone that searches for you in Google is going to call your competitors instead. And then you get into your pitch and you say basically what you're offering. We specialize in promoting businesses like yours in your local area. Type in the city that you're targeting. We're at expertise at getting your business to show up on top, and then refer to the printout. And then say, please call me if you're interested in us doing this for you, and then your phone number. It's a simple short letter. Now, some other things that you can include to improve your results, if you want to, is you can set up a personalized page on your website that's devoted to their business. So say your website is, let's just say, for instance, mine is chatto.com, and I'm targeting this crawl space repair. And so then I would make a site, like a page, chatto.com / and then Joe's crawl space, or whatever it is the name of their business. And then on that I would have a order form where they could easily order the service, and a repeat of the letter that I sent to them. And so they could actually just go to that page and click to order right there. Also, though, you're going to get, if they can actually call you on the phone, you're going to get a better response there. I wouldn't exclusively go for the online thing. But that's going to help you out as well. If they have a customized page that they see with their business name, the information that you're giving to them, you can even put a little personalized video on there so they can see your face and see who you are. But the main thing with this online page is to do it so they can actually just order right there with their credit card, or they can immediately take action if they want. But make sure you also allow them to call you. The other thing you can do is go to the Keyword Planner. If you just go to Google and type in Keyword Planner, you're going to have to sign into an AdWords account, which you can set up for free, and then you'll have access to the keyword research part of Google AdWords. And then you can also include the search counts. So you can tell them, hey, I did some research and I saw that this past month, X number, like 200 people or 500 or 1,000 people searched for businesses in your market and they could not find your website. And then again, you just repeat, so if you're interested in showing up on this top results of Google, give me a call, or you can also get more info here, and then you give them that personalized page that you created just for their business. So you can see this is going to take some time to set up these packs, but again, you've already sort of qualified them and limited the type of person that you're even bothering to send these to. They're people that are already spending money. They've already spent money recently in your local area, and they're not averse to spending money on your services. And also, they don't show up in Google for searches for their own market, their own keywords. And all those things are going to make them a lot more likely to become your customers. You can even print out, if you want to do even more customized work, you can even print out the page from the Keyword Planner that shows how many people are searching for their their keyword phrase. They can really see the number of people that could potentially be coming in their door and becoming their customers if they would just hire you for their services, and you can hand write on that printout as well. So I'd encourage you, get out there, get a local paper, give this a shot. Send out 10 to 20 of these, and again, you can just use a regular stamp. You should be able to fit all this in a regular envelope. I would hand write the business name on the envelopes so that it doesn't look like a mass mailing, and send out 20 of these and see what kind of response you get. The nice thing is you don't have to do cold calling. You let this letter do the work to introduce you, so you don't have to do that thing that we all hate, to get hung up on and hated on, rejected over the phone. If they're not interested, they're not going to call you. But I mean, if you want to go through the extra effort, you could give them a call later and say, hey, did you receive my letter that I sent you about your Google placement results, or something like that, if you want to. Or you could just send out more letters, 25 cents or 29 cents or however much the mail is, 30 cents or whatever per stamp. It's or 50 cents per stamp, whatever it is in your area. I mean, you can do this in like other places too. Here's in Victoria, here's a newspaper that's, you can see, has similar, it's got ads right here that have been purchased recently, and you could do this anywhere. So whatever your mailing rate is in your area, but it's really just the cost of a stamp sending one letter to someone in your local area. So you might not even want to call. You might not even want to call and follow up. You might just want to keep sending letters and getting calls in from people that are interested in showing up. Now, if you want to go through an extra step that will qualify them even more, will make it even easier, is if you can confirm before you send these letters that they don't even have a Plus Local listing at all. That's going to be really powerful, because they don't even have a Plus Local listing. They don't even know anything about it. And setting up a Plus Local listing, even if you're offering that service, you could charge for that service, and it's really pretty simple to do, pretty easy to do. And so if you just by doing some quick searches, if you go to plus.google.com and you go to home and you go to pages, and then over here you click on get your page. Now this might change a little bit, Google does tend to change things, and then just act as if you were going to set up this business that you're going to send a letter to. Act as if you're going to set it up brand new, and then Google will show you if they already have a page set up or not. So let's say it's a storefront, and then right away Google asks you to confirm before you set it up, to confirm that it does not exist yet. And you're going to type in the name of the business. I would also do the phone number, and do a couple of variations of that, see if Google can find it. If they can't find it, especially if they can't find it at the exact address where that business is supposed to be, West 4th Street or whatever it is, city, zip. If they can't find it, then that means they don't even have a Plus Local page, a Plus Local listing at all. And that puts you in an awesome position, because you can offer them a really valuable service, but it's a service that's really simple to do. I mean, we're not creating a website here. All we're doing is basically registering them on Google Plus Local, and that can be really powerful, especially because they're already spending money in other types of advertising. So it's a no-brainer then to get them online and to get their listing online. So give this a shot. Let me know what kind of results you get. Again, this is a really, really powerful method. It gets great results. Get out there and do this.